Good day to you. It's 6 minutes on Saturday with Lex McKee, the grandfather of video, here from Entertainment and Silicon.Cafe. Yes, that is the domain name, Silicon.Cafe. How cool is that? And I'm going to push the clock here so we have 6 minutes on finding your flow. I'm going to do a close-up of this pen. This is a Think pen in the video when I overlay this, and on this pen you'll see 5 shapes on the barrel. 4 colours, 5 shapes, and the 5 shapes are the box. So if I can do boxy things with my hands there. The triangle, the circle, the squiggle, and the rectangle. So if you were to intuitively choose just one of those shapes right now, you would be falling into the wonderful hands of Dr Susan Dellinger's psychogeometrics, because 82% of the world's population, regardless of race, regardless of age, regardless of geographical location, gender or orientation, choose a shape for some deep right reason. Looks like it's a bit like Carl Jung's archetypes. We seem to have something coded into us. So throughout history, throughout architecture, throughout art, you will see these major shapes used. The box, the triangle, the circle, the squiggle, some sort of wavy thing, the rectangle as the building blocks of our consciousness and the shape of our future. So which will you intuitively choose correctly today? You've got an 82% chance of choosing the right shape for you. So if you chose the box, you chose the shape of perfection, the shape of detail. This in Roger Hamilton's Wealth Dynamics is the steel energy. This is get stuff done in detail. This is tick all the boxes. This is having a shape with 4 right angles because you like to get it right if that's your dominant communication style. In play school terms, if those of you are of a certain age listening to this and remember play school in the UK, it's talking through the square window. So when you communicate through the square window, you talk about the facts. There's not much information in terms of the emotions in there. You just get down to business and get down to the detail, but you don't rush it. Rushing it is left to the triangles, because if you take the triangle and turn that upside down and put it over your pants in the US or Canada, or over your tights in the UK or in Europe, you become a superhero who gets stuff done fast because you like to get to the point. You also like to get to the top, and anybody who wastes your time you'd like to take outside and shoot if that's your dominant communication style, because communication style with the triangles is fast and furious. If you write more than a hi in an email, that's being way too generous. So boxes, tick all the boxes, get it right and take their time. Triangles, get to the point, superheroes. Circles, if you chose the circle as your main choice, your first choice, because you're actually all these shapes, you need to go and have a look in the mirror after this video and just check that you haven't got written across there, talk to me you weirdo. Because circles are natural people. Boxes, don't worry. Triangles, don't worry. You do people too, but they're not your first priority. Your first priority is detail or get to the point, action. With the circles, it's all about the people. They may not get the project finished because they're all about how are you today? And if you lie to them, they will know and they will reach out and they will touch you on the arm and go, no, how are you? They really listen and are very, very naturally strong in emotional intelligence. So the circle is a very praiseworthy shape to have, as is the triangle, as is the box, but it does things in different ways. They're the ones that have the mini fridge, and when you come into their office they go, would you like a jammy dodger or a drink? They look after you. Lovely circles. Trouble with circles is they belong to the burnt toast club, which means that if they burn the toast in the morning, they are the ones that will eat it. They put others first and can burn out. So circles, be loving and nice to yourself as well as to other people. Being kind is wonderful as long as it begins with being kind to you. Then there's the squiggles, which we're going to come to last because they're quite interesting, as indeed are the other shapes. The rectangle is the non-shape. It is the shape of let's choose one of the shapes which is best for the situation. So if you are a reactive rectangle, it means your life is changing and you're not quite sure what the shape of the future is. But if you are a proactive rectangle, that's kind of like the hub of this model. If you imagine the shapes going around the periphery there, the rectangle is right in the middle. And the rectangle says, what is the right shape for this situation? It's quite NLP, quite neuro-linguistic programming here and emotional intelligence, where we go, let's paste these people in the shape they are in and then lead them to some of the other perspectives. I've got 45 seconds left, so let's go to the squiggle. If you chose the squiggle, you might remember with the circles they've got written across their forehead, talk to me, you weirdo or nutter. Squiggles, you are that nutter. You are that weirdo. You are the only shape choice with no boundaries, no frames, no limitations, just possibilities. If you say to a squiggle, it can't be done, you'll see them go, wow, let's have a bash then. Squiggles are the natural childlike creatives with bags of energy. So my point today is just one of those energies will be your natural flow, and the creative, crazy squiggle energy wears out the calm, controlled box energy. So we have to think about the best energy for you, for your primary flow, and then the best energy for you to work in the moment. Oh, 6 minutes and 8 seconds. So I'm going to draw it to a conclusion there and say thank you for watching 6 Minutes on Saturday with Lex McKee, the grandfather of video from Entertainment and Silicon.Cafe. Have a great weekend.